Oh, baby, what a win by the Philadelphia Phillies. These are the exact type of wins that fire up the team, fire up the fan base, fire up the city, and really make you believe that this team has something special and can do something special come playoff time while they're trying to win a World Series championship. The Phillies got a 6-4 victory in this second game of this three-game series at Citizens Bank Park against the Seattle Mariners Tuesday night. They obviously won the first two games of this three-game series, going for the series sweep here on Wednesday. The Phillies did have a 4-1 lead going into the seventh inning of that 6-4 win. The Mariners took a 4-4, or tied the game 4-4. I'll get into that in just a moment. And then the Phillies took the 6-4 lead in their half of the eighth inning. They are a late inning team. They've proved it all season long. They are never out of a ball game. They never go down without a fight. That's the exact kind of trait, personality that you want in your players, in your team. Again, when you're trying to win a World Series championship like the Phillies are here in 2025. Joan Duran, the Phillies closer, he came in that 6-4 game in the ninth inning, came in for the save, and he shut the door on the Mariners offense, picked up his sixth save with the Phillies since being traded from the Minnesota Twins. He's a perfect 6 for 6 in save opportunities with the Phillies, and he struck out the Major League home run leader Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners to close out that ball game and win that ball game 6-4 going into Wednesday's series finale. Welcome into Phillies Daily, everybody. I'm your host, Mike Kennelly. Make sure you guys subscribe for more Phillies content right here on Phillies Daily. Now, nothing new. Kyle Schwarber, the Schwarbarian, he hit a solo home run, launched another Schwarbomb in the first inning of that 6-4 win Tuesday night against the Mariners. His 44th home run of 2025, just having an incredible season for the Phillies at the plate. National League MVP candidate with just about a month and a half or so in this regular season. He is just doing incredible things for the Phillies. He is a huge piece to this team, to this lineup, to this city, and the Phillies need to find a way to keep Kyle Schwarber in Philadelphia past 2025. He's in a contract year. He deserves every penny, and they should lock him up for at least the next year, 2 years, 3 years, however many years he wants. He's 32 years old. He is just everything you want in a player. Power hitter. He's turned into a really good all-around hitter. He draws walks. Good clubhouse guy. Good teammate. Good locker room guy. Good for the city. Good for the community. And obviously a huge piece to this team. Christopher Sanchez was on the mound for the Phillies Tuesday night in that 6-4 victory over the Seattle Mariners. And he has been dominant, just like Kyle Schwarber's dominant at the plate all year long. Christopher Sanchez has been dominant on the mound for the Phillies all 2025. He is one of the best pitchers in the National League, one of the best pitchers in all of Major League Baseball. He's a legitimate National League Cy Young candidate. And now with Zach Wheeler, his teammate, missing some time and also having those struggles before he landed on the IL prior to having that shoulder surgery to remove that blood clot, Christopher Sanchez really has been the Phillies' best pitcher and most consistent pitcher all season long. He is an ace-worthy pitcher in Major League Baseball. And like I said, he is a deserving National League Cy Young candidate here as we are getting to wrap up this regular season in 2025. Obviously, Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh Pirates is the favorite. He's always going to be the favorite. He's a great talent there in Pittsburgh, young pitcher there. But Christopher Sanchez deserves the recognition, and he should be there definitely in the top 3, if not top 2 conversation for National League Cy Young. He recorded 12 strikeouts against the Mariners Tuesday night. In that win, it was his 4th double-digit strikeout performance for the Phillies in 2025, his 3rd time with 12 strikeouts in a game. He's had 11 strikeouts the other time for that 4th time. He went 6 1/3 innings for the Phillies, allowed 6 hits. He did allow 2 walks. You don't really like that. 2 earned runs. And obviously those 12 strikeouts. Unfortunately, he did not pick up the win because Orion Kirkring came in relief for Christopher Sanchez in the 7th inning while Sanchez had 96 pitches, had just allowed a base runner to first base. Orion Kirkring's been one of the Phillies' best relievers in 2025, but he ran into some trouble Tuesday night in that win. Luckily, it didn't hurt the Phillies. They still came away with the win, but Orion Kirkring just couldn't find the strike zone. He didn't even make it out of that inning. He allowed 3 runs. One of those runs charged to Christopher Sanchez's line, which is why he finished with 2 earned runs because he did allow that runner on first base before he left the ball game, and before Orion Kirkman came in, he let up those 3 runs, tied the game 4-4 there in the 7th inning. The Mariners got some momentum there late in the ball game, and at the time it seemed like Orion Kirkman, and not really at the time, he did hypothetically ruin Christopher Sanchez's stellar start Tuesday night. Sanchez didn't fare in the decision, as I said, because the game was tied up there in that inning that he left the ball game. But the Phillies still won the game, and that's all you really can ask for. And I'm sure Christopher Sanchez is happy with his performance and just happy the Phillies came away with the victory. Christopher Sanchez isn't the only double-digit strikeout guy. Ranger Suarez had an incredible start as well Monday night in the series opener in that win against the Seattle Mariners. He had 10 strikeouts himself. Great to see the Phillies starting pitching getting back into the groove of things. They had a little bit of a slump, really rotation-wide these past couple weeks, but hopefully this is a sign of good things to come with Ranger Suarez having a great start Monday, Christopher Sanchez having a great start now Tuesday night. Hopefully that continues and the Phillies can stay leaning on this starting pitching that has been elite and their strength of 2025. Somebody that hasn't really been great for the Phillies in 2025, but has been heating up as of late, Bryson Scott, the Phillies' second baseman. He hit a solo home run in the 4th inning Tuesday night in that win over the Mariners. It gave the Phillies a 4-1 lead at the time. It was his first home run since July 23rd. As I said, really hasn't been a great year for Bryson Scott at the plate for the Phillies in 2025. Not what we would like to see out of him, not what he'd like to see out of himself. He's in a bit of a platoon situation there at second base. Just really the offensive numbers are way lower than what you would like to see out of Bryson Scott, but he is hot as of late. He now has a .326 batting average in the month of August, including that home run Tuesday night in that 6-4 win over the Seattle Mariners. Hopefully he can keep this streak of hot games and swinging the bat well at the plate throughout the rest of this regular season and into the playoffs. When he's going good, this Phillies lineup is so much deeper, so much better, so much more well-rounded. We've all seen Bryson Scott at his best and what he can do both personally and help the team. So hopefully he continues this hot streak he's had in August right into the last month of the season in September and into the playoffs in October. Another guy who started the season pretty slow, cold, JT Realmuto, but that has not been the case really since the month of June. JT Realmuto, just incredible for the Phillies. He's one of the best catchers in Major League Baseball, has been for years, definitely has been since the Phillies acquired him back in 2019, and he may be playing himself out of the Phillies price range. Just like Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto is in a contract year. He's 34 years old. He will be 35 to start the 2026 season, so he's getting up there in age, especially at the catching position. It's hard to keep a guy around playing well and really just getting things done both offensively and defensively when you get older at the catching position. Such a taxing position on your body. But JT Realmuto, very athletic, and he's really turned things around at the plate for the Phillies. As I said, started the season pretty slow, pretty cold at the plate. People were starting to getting the idea that the Phillies should move on for JT Realmuto, definitely not re-sign him, but that might not be the case anymore. He has been extremely hot, as I said, since June. He had a batting average of .223 back on June 7th, but then he finished the month of June batting .293 in that month. He hit .354 in the month of July, and now he's batting .333 in the month of August after Tuesday night's win against the Mariners, and he played hero ball for the Phillies. I did mention Orion Kirkman let up those 3 runs in the 7th inning in relief of Christopher Sanchez that tied the game 4-4 after having a 4-1 lead there late in the ball game. Kind of sucked the air out of the crowd at Citizens Bank Park, but then JT Realmuto, as hot as he's been, he came up in the 8th inning, hit a 2-run go-ahead 430-foot home run in that 8th inning to give the Phillies a 6-4 lead. And then we all know that the Phillies held on to that. Duran came in, closed down the door, picked up the save, and the Phillies got the second win against the Mariners of this 3-game series to already win this series and going for the series sweep here on Wednesday. JT Realmuto was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs in that ballgame Tuesday night in that 6-4 win against the Mariners. Statistically, Realmuto has been one of the hottest hitters in Major League Baseball since the month of June. As I mentioned, he is 34 years old. He is in a contract year. He will be 35 to start 2026. The Phillies have a big decision to make whether to re-sign JT Realmuto to a new contract, whether that is 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe max. But it's going to be interesting now with him just hitting very, very well for the Phillies. He's got his average up over 270s. I believe it's over 275 now. As I mentioned, he was down at 223 back on June 7th. So just a significant turnaround at the plate for JT Realmuto. Still one of the best defensive catchers in the majors. And he's getting that title back of best catcher in baseball that he held for years here with this offensive outburst over the last few months. Just like Bryson Scott, hopefully JT Realmuto can stay hot at the plate, carry this into the rest of the regular season here, second half of August, the month of September, and right into October for this Phillies playoff push, this Phillies playoff run, trying to win their first World Series championship since 2008. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Phillies Daily. I'm your host, Mike Kennelly. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Phillies content right here on Phillies Daily. They're going for this series sweep against the Mariners here on Wednesday. A very good Mariners team, so it's very impressive that they've got these 2 wins already. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we're talking about a Phillies sweep. If not, they still won the series, and again, against a very good Mariners team. Thank you guys for watching. As always, go Phils.